Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Steve coming to you with another video showing you what I found today. Now in front of you is a Cannondale 3.0 vintage road bike. And I don't know much about this bike, but like I stated in previous videos, when you start getting into picking, you're going to want to find out what the top name brands are. You're going to want to find out what people want to buy and what's selling for good cash. Now, I found this bike on Craigslist. Last night I was looking through and I saw an ad for a few bicycles. It wasn't very specific. It was a very vague ad, but it did have a picture, and I did notice that it was a vintage road bike. And to find out what a vintage road bike is, to really be able to recognize it, you're going to want to look for a few things, but especially the gears. When the gears are on the lower frame, you know right off the bat it's a vintage bike. And if you find yourself a vintage Cannondale for less than $100, then I typically would buy it. Now, I usually don't like spending this much on bikes that need some work, but I was looking through the completed sales on eBay, and it looks like these bikes are going anywhere from $300 to $500. So I am rolling the dice a little bit, because if you take a look at the tires, looks like they definitely are going to have to be done. There's some drywall rotting going on. Also, the tires are flat. I tried to pump them back up, but they're not holding air, so it looks like that's going to be done. So like I said in the last video, for tires, it's 10 bucks each pretty much for cheap ones. So that's 20 bucks for 2 tires. Then 2 tubes I'm going to need. That's 5 bucks each. So now I'm up to 30. Also, the cables kind of need some work. There's a cable going to the rear brakes, but there's actually no cable running to the derailleur and back. If I could show you right here. Usually there's a cable that's running all the way up, but that's not there. So to get cables done, it's probably going to be $10 to $20. So now I'm up to about $50. And also another thing that's going to need to be done on this bike, just so you guys could see for future reference when you come to look at a bike, excuse me, the chain's all rusted out. I don't know how well you could see it on there, but it looks like this bike was definitely left in the rain for a little while, so that's going to need to be done as well. So all in all, we're probably looking at, on a low end, on a conservative note, probably about $75 in repairs to get this bike looking really nice. And then, of course, you know, I would clean it up a little bit, wash it down with some simple green, you know, get it sparkling. So I did spend $100 on this bike. I'm probably going to need to put $75 to $100 of work into it. So I'm probably going to be at $175 to $200. And I hope to be able to make $100 to $200 on this. But I am rolling the dice a little bit on this bike. I'm just going with the name brand and hoping that it all pans out. Alright guys, well, that's the bike that I picked up today. Those are the repairs that need to be done. And hoping to make some profit. Take care, YouTube. Thank you.